Are you a relatively new real estate agent? Or are you an agent who just got licensed within the last year or so? Or maybe you're just about to make real estate your full-time gig and take the leap. And suddenly, out of nowhere, this crazy pandemic brought the world to its knees. Does it feel like you kind of got caught with your pants down? You're totally not prepared for this. Take comfort knowing that you are one of many, my friend. You're not alone. So we're going to talk about how you can actually benefit from times like this, either right now or be ready for the next time. Don't worry, there's hope. First off, I want you to know that I understand what you're going through. I started my career in a downturn market, actually, in 1997. I remember the tech boom and bust. I remember 9/11, when the terrorists flew planes into buildings and changed the world forever. I remember H1N1. I remember SARS. But the biggest one that hit me was 2008, when the world financial crisis hit, and it took 3 to 4 years for the world to recover. And I still get shivers when I think about that time. All of this stuff has occurred while I've been a licensed real estate agent. And now the coronavirus pandemic. If this is the first crisis that you've ever experienced, then I want you to know that I totally understand. I remember that stress, that sinking feeling, that feeling of helplessness. And I've got to be honest, right now for me personally, this time I was ready. Everything's okay. I'm totally at peace this time. And let me tell you, it's an amazing feeling. It's the first time that I've felt this way. I'm sorry if that sounds insensitive. It's not meant to. I can tell you from experience that it pays to be prepared. Let me help you. I want to help you. We're all in this together. You may or may not know that I just opened my doors to my online real estate course just before the lockdown and the rules of isolation, and I was selling it at an introductory price of 50% off to get the ball rolling. And I thought that was a pretty good deal, but it's become very, very apparent to me that I know now that people like you need my help more than ever. So you never, ever have to go through something like this again unprepared, because the truth is we don't know when, we don't know how or why or who or what it will be, but something will hit us like a ton of bricks. Again, it will. And the question is, will you be prepared next time? I remember 2008 when the financial crisis hit. It was September of 2008, a month after I just completed the sale of an investment condo. I wrote the deal in 2006. It was a pre-sale. A year earlier, I bought a house in a golf course community, and I kept my other house, and I was renting that out. And also a year earlier, in 2007, I had purchased a real estate office that I was part of. Like, I literally pushed all my chips and went all in. I did not see this coming. I did not see that coming. I heard murmurings about finance companies in the US having problems, but I wasn't really paying attention at all, actually. I was so puffed up with my own success and my own ego that there was just no room for anything else in my brain. I was in this little bubble consumed with personal pride and stupidity, and I totally ignored all the signs. And then it happened. And it was like a switch went off, and the market literally stopped. For 5 months. We had a little over 300 licensed professionals in our board area, and I was watching between 50 and 60 sales going through per month. For about 5 months, this was consistent, and that was it. Like one deal per month for every 6 agents. That means that 5 out of 6 agents were not doing any deals at all. And when I took over the office, I had 22 agents in the beginning. 4 of them were on my team. And I had a full-time assistant that I was paying a salary to that was dedicated to my team. And I was loaded up. I had over 30 listings. And the office was averaging 6 to 8 deals a month during that time. And I was doing 50% of that volume just in my little team. And that was more than most, but I had 5 families to feed out of that. And my own family as well. And I had nothing in the bank. I was all out of it. It was all out in investments that were beginning to sink. And I was literally caught with my pants down. I'll never forget that time. The lessons I learned, how much I was humbled, and how much I learned about myself. But what I learned most would serve me for the rest of my career. And I learned that I knew how to get business when I needed it. I learned where the most efficient and inexpensive business was. I learned how valuable people are and how much they need to be treasured. And you know what? I learned how much people need us as a trusted resource that's on their side. How you deal with things during hard times and how you think outwardly and give people what they need is never forgotten, ever. The rewards come back as long as you're doing it without expectation of reward. That's the difference. In all my training, I speak about this. The wow factor for your current clients, past clients, future clients is whatever the wow is for them. And that seems like such a silly little secret, but it's so rarely understood to the core of what that really means that it's often missed. There's buzzwords out there right now about pivoting, right? Pivoting. Yeah, you got to pivot. You got to rig jig how you do business. Oh yeah, it kind of makes me laugh because guess what? That's not a new thing. It's never been a new thing. We've always had to pivot. When I got into the business, we had listing information in dot matrix and I walked around with a pager and my cell phone was attached to my car and it took 30 minutes to print 10 pages in a printer. We were still handwriting contracts. Press hard, you're making 4 copies. I was the first agent in my town to actually pay for color real estate ads. Color, in the local paper. I was the first agent to do video market reports. I actually hired a guy and his camera was like this on his shoulder to do video tours of my listings before anybody was doing it. It was ridiculous. And I recorded voiceovers for the videos. They were like 9 minutes long, these videos. They were horrible. I tried everything. My first website cost me over $25,000 and I created a brand, a little house with a smile, and I created a new term to describe what we do, right? I called us a happy home specialists. And we were the first to put mini ads in movie theaters. If there was a new way, I was doing it. And I had no problem spending the money on it. What about the evolution of phones? I mean, don't get me going on that. Some of you don't even remember this, but there was a time when we had to take pictures and then we had to go get them developed. We had to go pick them up and then we had to drop them off to the board office so that they could have that one photo for our listing that was in the green listing book. No website. The book was the website. Since 1997, when I was 28 years old, to now, as a 52-year-old man, we're using drones and we're doing Matterports and we're sending links to our website in a text. I mean, it's crazy. We're constantly pivoting. 23 years of pivoting and reinventing the business. I feel like I've been on a pogo stick for 23 years in this amazing, ever-changing and challenging world of real estate. Now we have bots. We have rating systems. Social proof is required for everything. We're in a review society now. The role of the real estate agent is now more crucial than ever, and we have to embrace that. The most wonderful thing about all of this evolution of the real estate agent is where we are now today, is that there has never been a better time to be a real estate professional. 5 years ago, we gave the real estate office away, basically. We sold it, but we gave it away. And my wife and I, we went on an 11-day vacation, and that was the moment when our real estate lives changed forever. We literally dissected down the real estate business, and we took all the stuff that was working, and we systematized that, and we created tools for it, and we took the stuff that, strangely enough, is still being taught out there that doesn't work, and we threw that all away, and we designed strategies for every part of our business. We distilled down 17 years and we made some amazing discoveries. And once we implemented these new strategies, we knew that we were onto something. The first year that we did that, we did 60 deals. And then when I fine-tuned things even more, we actually doubled that. Just me and my wife. No assistants or paid staff or anything like that. We referred business to some people that worked in our system when we got too busy, but that was it. We managed everything ourselves. Then I put it all together and I packaged it up and I created the Forex Formula Real Estate Mastery Course. And I'm still putting it all together. The first pillar is done and it's now available. So do you mind if I just make you an offer today? I just feel like you're a listener or you're watching this right now. If you're doing that, then you deserve to get an advantage from that, okay? If you're enjoying the information and you trust that I'm not going to lead you astray, then just stick with me for a bit, okay? I spent 3 years making this course and I don't want it to be wasted during this pandemic when I know it's exactly what people like you need right now. So I decided to offer this full 9.5 hours of online training that's worth over $2,000 for sure it's worth over $2,000. Access to the full suite of the client VIP tools, that's worth over $400. All of them. And I'm just giving it to you for an easy membership access price, okay, of $37 per month. No contract. We're not locking you in for a specific period of time. Just $37 a month. Keep paying it and you have access to everything. You can rewatch stuff. You can re-download stuff. You have access to it for $37 a month. Full access. And I know it sounds crazy. I mean, it's so easy to spend $37 per month on stuff that doesn't even make us money, right? We do it every day. That's basically, I don't know, $1 a day to learn how to revolutionize your business, impress your clients, know exactly what to do every single day to push the ball down the field to get to your goals. Knowing is half the battle, right? Now, as you can imagine, I can't keep it at this price for long. So as of today, May 13th, 2020, when this is recorded, I'm offering this price. I hope it's not too late for you. So I encourage you to go to forexformula.com, hit the learn more button. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If $37 is a risk to you, then I would say that you have a choice to make. Number one, keep doing what you're doing. Experience no change at all, save the $37. Or number two, accept the fact that something has to change and be open to it. Whatever you're spending $37 on right now that's not paying you anything, then replace it with this. If you don't do it now, it's going to be a higher price shortly. So I encourage you to take action so that you're going to be one of the few who are getting ready for when the world turns on again, and also accelerate yourself to a financial position where you won't get caught when the next world tragedy hits. And I promise you that I have actually over-delivered at this price. Is it okay if I over-deliver? Do it now. Go to forexformula.com and make this happen for yourself. I would hope that if you want a business with unstoppable leads and constant referrals and listings that sell, that you're not going to let a mere $37 hold you back. That's less than a cup of coffee a day. You hear that all the time, right? But you can literally change your real estate life and enjoy the peace that I'm enjoying right now. forexformula.com. That's the number 4, xformula.com. Get started today. Make a great day.